Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to do a seafood dish with some pasta. So I'm going to make a shrimp scampi with spaghetti, and we'll make a nice garlicky lemon sauce with butter and some spaghetti with it, thin spaghetti, and it'll be a really good dish. But the first thing I want us to do is wash my hands, as we should always start off with. Hot water and soap. Okay, so for a shrimp scampi with spaghetti today, we have fresh garlic, kosher salt, black pepper, little oregano, grated Parmesan cheese, lemon, fresh parsley, butter, some dry white wine. We'll have some oil. So I'm going to start off with mincing my garlic. So I have my garlic already peeled to save a little bit of time. And remember, when you hold your food, you want to keep your fingers tucked. You're going to hold your knife, your fingers wrapped around the handle, your thumb and forefinger gripping the knife tightly. And we're just going to slice, and then we're going to cut across. We're going to mince our garlic nice and fine. Take a few minutes. You don't want any fingertips exposed. And you guys know how I am with garlic, so we like lots of garlic. Maybe just a little bit more. Nice and fine. Okay. I think that was maybe 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. I think that'll be fine. And we're going to start off with our pan. We have a little bit of a different pan today. It's almost like a wok. It's got a round bowl and a flat bottom, and it's going to be nice for this dish. So I'm going to turn our water on for our pasta and let that come to a boil. And I'm going to do maybe a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And we're going to put this on medium heat should be good. And to fortify our oil, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter. It's going to give our sauce a nice, rich flavor. Let that melt as our oil heats up. Okay, so we're going to let that heat up a little bit. And I have about 25 peeled and deveined fresh shrimp, about medium size, and I've already deveined them and peeled them, so we don't waste too much time on this video. And so that's already done, and they're waiting to be cooked nice. You never want to overcook shrimp. It will get tough and almost rubbery, very chewy. And you don't want that to happen. You want it to be nice and tender and you know, have a really nice flavor. You don't want it to lose any of its flavor. So we're going to melt our butter down. And I'm going to start to add our garlic. When you cook garlic, you don't want to overcook it. It gets a very, very bitter flavor, and it just totally ruins it. So you don't want to overcook your garlic. You want it just barely golden. Once it starts to heat up a little bit more, we're going to add our shrimp, and the shrimp is going to collect that nice garlicky flavor, and it's going to taste really, really good with the natural shrimp flavor. Trying to just raise our heat just a little bit more. I think our pasta water is just about ready to go. It's boiling. I'm going to add our spaghetti. And this recipe is for about 1 pound of spaghetti. So, add our spaghetti. I'm just using thin spaghetti today. No angel hair, not medium spaghetti. Nice thin spaghetti. It's going to start to soften, and it'll fill that pot nicely. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Add a little bit of oil to our pasta. Normally I wouldn't add oil to pasta when I'm making a red sauce, because you want the sauce to stick to the pasta. You don't want it to be oily. But because this is an oil and butter sauce, I don't mind adding that oil. So we're going to let that cook. And our garlic is starting to sizzle a little bit. Going to add our shrimp. I'm going to cook the shrimp for maybe about 4 minutes or so. We don't want to overcook it. I want to continually turn it. And it's going to start to turn a nice pinkish color, then a little bit whitish pink, and it'll be perfectly done when it turns that color. So I'm going to let that cook a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to chop a little bit of parsley. Bunch it up and keep our fingers tucked. And a nice fine parsley. We don't want big leaves of parsley. Check out our shrimp. It smells so nice already. They give our spaghetti a twirl. Make sure it's not sticking. It's cooking nicely. Our shrimp really smell delightful. The fresh aroma of garlic and the shrimp and the butter and the oil. Such a nice aromatic combination. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of kosher salt. Maybe about a teaspoon. A little bit of black pepper. Maybe half a teaspoon. A little bit of dried oregano. And a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Maybe quarter of a teaspoon. We don't want too much because the shrimp does have that seafood flavor. We just want to enhance it just a little bit. Mix that through. Our shrimp have turned that nice pinkish color. And I can feel when I turn them, their texture is just about says it's done. Lower our heat. Spaghetti is about halfway there. We want to cook our spaghetti not too, we don't want to overcook it. We want it a little bit al dente, which means it's a little bit tough to the bite. We want just a little bit, we don't want it too soft. We want just a little bit resistance to your bite. I'm going to add a little bit of fresh parsley. Mix that in. Nice color. Now I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice, fresh lemons. So I'm going to cut our lemon in half and we squeeze it between my closed fingers so we get the juice but not the seeds. The juice of one lemon should be fine. No seeds. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Let it stir. You have that fresh seafood aroma, our fresh garlic, the lemon, which complements it nicely. Now we're going to add a little bit of dry white wine, about a half a cup. And of course, any alcohol content will cook out. There's no chance of inebriation when you have this dish. Does that smell good? All right, so we're going to let that cook a little bit. We're going to finish up our spaghetti. And then once our spaghetti is done, we're going to add it to our shrimp scampi.